everyone, and welcome to another episode of Waynesboro at Work, a podcast where we talk with entrepreneurs in Waynesboro, Virginia, to learn about the passion that they have for their business, the origin story of their business, and a whole lot more. So I'm really excited to be joined today by Elizabeth Easter, who is the co-owner of Crack o' Dawn in Waynesboro, Virginia. Elizabeth, thanks for coming to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, for people that might not know about your business, tell everybody a bit about what you're doing at Crack of Dawn.
Crack of Dawn is a dedicated gluten-free bakery and bistro. So we've got like a wide variety of baked goods. We do breakfast, lunch. We've got like pancakes, French toast, all kinds of things. And we are 100% dedicated gluten-free.
Wow. Okay. So, all of our favorite breakfast foods, but with the gluten-free component to it.
Yeah, and so that it's safe for people with celiac disease. And so that's kind of an important distinction.
Okay.
There's a lot of places have options, but for us, gluten-free is the only option.
Right. And just because gluten-free is the only option certainly doesn't mean that if you do eat gluten, that you can't also eat there. I'm imagining that people may even have a hard time telling that they're eating a gluten-free option if they didn't otherwise know. Is that true?
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. I would say probably about 30% of our customers, our repeat customers, just come because the food is delicious. They just really like what we've got going on, and so they come back again and again. And yeah, a lot of people don't even realize that it is gluten free.
Nice. So, again, if you're listening, if you need a great breakfast, this sounds like a great place for anybody. And especially if you are gluten-free, what a wonderful place to be able to go and not have to be concerned that there could be gluten in what you're eating and you just don't realize it. So, where did the idea for the business start?
So it started, I had a home-based business called No Wheat Sweets for about 2 years. And it was kind of outgrowing my home. And I've always wanted to do more in like for the community, just because it's really something that needs doing. It's I love cake, and so one of the things that breaks my heart is like when a kid's at a birthday party, and I just couldn't imagine going to a birthday party and not having cake. And so it kind of stemmed from that, just like the ability for everybody, food allergies really just shouldn't stop you from enjoying the things that everybody else can enjoy. And so it kind of just stemmed and grew from that idea. And then I realized there was a need in the community for more than just a bakery. And that's kind of where Crack of Dawn was born.
Nice. So, do you have a personal connection with food allergies? Is that something that you've dealt with, or any of your loved ones or friends have dealt with?
So I'm not personally afflicted, but I have a nephew who is.
Okay.
And he always, I love to bake. And so like food's kind of like my love language. And so just the fact that I would bring stuff and he couldn't have it just kind of broke my heart. And so that just the look on his face, like when I told him that he could have anything he wanted that I made, it's so joyous to see that. And so I kind of just wanted to bring that to more people.
Yeah, nice. For people that listening that might have food allergies, I imagine that they can definitely relate to your nephew and just the relief of, like you said, being able to have those options that a lot of us without food allergies just take for granted. I imagine that that's really special and something that you get to see quite frequently with what you're doing now. So that's amazing. So you kind of mentioned that you love baking. Did that start early on in your life, or how did you get interested in baking?
Yeah, so I grew up with two Southern grannies, and so like there were always multiple desserts, and so I've kind of grown up. I think my first entrepreneurial venture, I was probably in like eighth or ninth grade. I sold cookie cakes.
Nice.
And it's always been something that I've wanted to do. I love to bake, and I love the science of baking, and so it's so I love being able to do that full time now.
Nice. Yes. When you talked about your first entrepreneurial pursuit and, having that be a baking pursuit, it's nice to see entrepreneurs that can, marry their passion with a business venture. When you were that kid in eighth or ninth grade doing that, where did kind of the drive and motivation to launch something entrepreneurial at such a young age come from?
I, it's going to sound terrible, but I really just liked making money.
Yeah. Hey, that's great,
And
Absolutely.
it's one of those things, it's a lot of like simple math to, these ingredients cost this, and then, you can make X amount in this amount of time. And it was it just all kind of fell into place. So,
Right. Yes, there's definitely nothing wrong with, I mean, people are in business to make money, right? I think that's a great motivation. And it sounds like you've also been able to do that doing something you really love. So that seems like definitely a win-win there. So for other entrepreneurs, you've been at sort of this entrepreneurial journey for a long time. What advice do you have to other people that might be thinking about starting the business? Are there sort of tried and true lessons that you've learned from, words of wisdom that you could pass on to them?
um, let's see. I in the class, the main and Wayne class, the biggest thing I took away from it was that done is better than perfect. Like,
Yes.
I think as entrepreneurs and like creators, we get this idea in our head that this perfectionist idea that everything has to just be exactly the way that, we've pictured it in our minds. And it's just not, it's not attainable. I mean, it'll stress you out more every time. So just do it. Just get it done. And it'll be what it is. And that's, you can the answer to 100% of the questions that you don't ask is always no. And
Right.
so, and I'm the kind of person, I don't take no for an answer. And so I asked as many people as I needed to till I found the answers I needed. And I just did it.
Yes. I mean, to me, that is definitely a winning formula, like the persistence and then get it done. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's iterations that can come. But you have to just get that first level done to be able to get anywhere further. So I think that's great advice for everybody listening, just in regular life even. So thank you for that. So your business is based in Waynesboro. Why do you think Waynesboro is a great place to do business?
I like Waynesboro. It's kind of up and coming. Like, we're Waynesboro is just kind of now starting to get that downtown scene. I mean, it's perfectly located between, Charlottesville. Like, we get customers who drive at least once a month from Richmond. So it's in this perfect place in Virginia that it's so centrally located. And it's a beautiful country. Like, we get hikers, and we just get so many people traveling, and it's a great location.
Yes, it is definitely a great location for that. And I'm sure you have customers that come in that are traveling through, and then you have your locals as well.
Yeah, we definitely we're on Find Me Gluten Free,
Okay.
and so it's an app that people use. And I mean, we've had people from there for a while. We had people from Indiana like every other week. I don't know what they were all doing here, but but yeah, they'll look us up on the app, and we get people. They're like, "Oh my gosh, we're traveling from North Carolina, and we were so excited." Like, and then we get people who are like, well, it wasn't even in our, like, we drove half an hour out of our way to come here because we were so excited. And it's just, it's a great place to, I forgot where I was going with that. Sorry.
That's okay. So in starting the business, when you were thinking about what kind of vibe you wanted the business to have, what you were going to offer on the menu, how did you come about making a lot of those decisions?
Um, well, a lot of the things, so the bakery things are kind of, just the tried and true from, going to the farmer's market and, things that people already enjoyed. And as far as the breakfast, a few years back, I owned a pancake food truck. And so a lot of our pancakes were born from that entrepreneurial venture. And then, just right now, like specials, we just think of things that people haven't had in a long time. On Sundays, we offer biscuits and gravy.
Nice.
We get people who come every Sunday because they're so excited. And so that's kind of how we base the menu, is like just thinking about like what have people with food allergies not had in a long time.
Mm,
Like I
right.
had a girl tell me the French toast was the best since she was a kid. Like, a lot of people, you know, they don't cook that at home because the risk, and they can't go out to eat. And so yeah, it's nice to be able to offer people stuff they've not had in a long time.
Right. Yes, that sounds, all of those food items that you mentioned sound wonderful. And then, like we talked about before, just that extra layer of people being able to have things that they haven't had in such a long time. Or, like you said, being concerned about even trying to make that at home. I'm sure that can be concerning as well. So, what are your future plans for Crack of Dawn?
So we're really hoping like this coming summer we're expanded to a second farmers market. We're doing the Charlottesville City Market. We're really hoping to ramp up wholesale, and we're really hoping the location has a great outdoor space, and so we're really hoping in the weekend evenings, like when it gets nice, to be able to offer like dinner service. And
Oh,
yeah, so that's really one of our goals, is to do music and dinner service. And yeah, and that'll get people in here later. So then, we're from the crack of dawn, I guess, till dusk.
that's right, from dawn to dusk.
I won't be here, but somebody will.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that sounds very exciting. Congratulations on everything that you've accomplished so far. If people want more information about Crack of Dawn, where should they go to get that info?
But yeah, they can definitely check out our Facebook page. It's just a Crack of Dawn VA, and then our website is crackodawnva.net. And then, if you've got any further questions, you can always just give us a call.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been really interesting to learn about what you're doing there and providing such an important and meaningful service to our community. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, thank you to everybody listening. Please stay tuned for more episodes of Waynesboro at Work. And if you are interested in learning about other entrepreneurs or business in Waynesboro, please visit growwaynesboro.com or waynesborobusiness.com. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to tune in next time.